Okay, welcome back. Now we're going to do some frozen desserts. Slight difference with the machine is we're now using the homogenizing cone, not the juicing cone. Okay, juicing cone, juicing only. Solid cone is the homogenizing cone. For doing the frozen desserts, your hommus, your pestos, and your nut butters. Okay, so that goes over the auger. The green part is the auger. We put the drum cap on, and we also change the nozzle. Okay, larger hole, juicing nozzle with a small hole, homogenizing nozzle with a larger hole. Don't ever use the juicing nozzle when you're using the homogenizing nozzle. Now that we're ready. One of the great things with doing frozen desserts is you can actually do it very cheaply. You go into the fruit stores, which I do when I'm in the country, and I'll go to the fruit store and ask them if they've got any overripe produce out the back. So bananas, if the skins are very black and spotty, a lot of times they actually can't sell it or it's reduced. You just get it home, peel the skin off, cut off any bad bits, break it into, or cut into sections, and whack it in the freezer. Same with any other produce it is. So look for your clearance type. One thing also you'll find with it, it's about the sweetest you'll get as well. You know, it's getting a raw banana, trying to do a frozen dessert, it's just got no taste. So overripe produce in this sense is great for frozen desserts. Come back to bananas in a second. Two things with frozen desserts. You can either make a sorbet, like the old days when we used to go to the restaurant, you have a sorbet between dishes. I don't think that exists anymore. To make a sorbet, you just put straight frozen produce in. If you want to make it into an ice cream, you just add the banana. So frozen banana or white banana, frozen banana works better, and it gives it that creamy texture. Okay. So we'll just do a couple of sorbets first, and pretty much any fruit you like. I've got some pineapple here that I pre-froze, and we're just going to do a sorbet. Now it comes out like a snake. You can either use a smaller dish and swirl it into the dish and serve it up that way. If you're doing high volumes of it, you can actually take the nozzle off, and then you just use a spoon or an ice cream scooper and scoop it into other trays, or other plates I should say. Okay, so that would be pineapple sorbet. We froze some rock melon a little while ago, same thing. Strawberries, a great strawberry sorbet, love it. One other trick with strawberries though, as you see, I've cut them in half. Okay, strawberries have a very, very high water content. So just in case, if your fridge is set up too high in the freezer and you freeze them whole and try and put them in the machine, it's like actually putting rocks in there. Okay, there's just too much water in it. So a safe thing is just cut them in half before you freeze them. And don't worry, I'll wash my hands first, so you'll be fine. Okay, that's without the nozzle, and it makes it very, very light without the nozzle. The nozzle on. Again, it comes out in a solid form. Grapes, you can do frozen grapes. Again, with frozen grapes, you don't want to be cutting those in half, you'll be there all day doing it. But if you want to do frozen grapes, before you put them in the machine, take them out of the freezer and just let them thaw slightly, otherwise it's really like putting marbles in the machine. So you could potentially break it apart. Okay, so we'll do some, again, this is some mango that I actually got cheap down the road. And just cut off some of the bad spots and put it in the freezer. Mango's good, very easy to cut it straight out of the freezer. Again, we can do mango sorbet. With or without the nozzle. Bit of banana. So you can see the banana and the mango mixing with strawberry. Banana. Mango, whatever it is that you like. Off season, you might have to cheat a little bit. But it's always handy. You have visitors around unexpected. You don't want your kids to eat the ice creams you get in the supermarkets. You want it all natural, you know what you're eating. There's no chemicals, no additives. Off season, I just go down to Coles or Woolies, get a bag of mixed berries, or you can get frozen blackberries or blueberries. I like to mix. Handy you keep it in the fridge. Again, good, you've got some frozen bananas. Let's have some dessert. Berries. Banana. Some berries. Some banana. Some mango. If you're putting it straight into a dish to serve, sometimes I'll just put it into small little dishes, keep it in the swirling, in the snake form. But if I'm doing what I'm doing now, and you've got some people coming around for dinner later on, you want some dessert, take the cap off, because then it breaks it up, it makes it more flaky, so it blends better when you have your ice cream scoop. Okay. Berries. Mango. Okay. And as I said, if you get an ice cream scoop, you can just mix it around, scoop it into your serving trays, and actually refreeze it. Okay, guests are ready, it's already in their trays, away you go. Okay, or if everyone's ready for it now, you want to make it fresh, get your ice cream scoop, and just do scoop.